Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a powerful verse. Revelation chapter 4, verse 4. This verse gives us a vivid glimpse into the heavenly throne room, where we see the 24 elders, dressed in white and crowned with gold, surrounding the very throne of God. The 24 thrones surrounding the central throne of God symbolize a complete and divine order. The number 24 is often understood to represent the 12 tribes of Israel from the Old Testament and the 12 apostles of the New Testament, together embodying the entirety of God's people across all ages. This inclusion of both the Old and New Testament saints shows the unity and continuity of God's redemptive plan throughout history. It also highlights the inclusivity of God's kingdom, where all who have been faithful to Him are honored and brought into His eternal presence. The elders seated on these thrones are often seen as representatives of the faithful people of God, those who have overcome the trials and tribulations of life through their faith in Christ. Their seating position signifies not only their authority but also their rest, having entered into the eternal peace and joy that God has promised to His people. This image of the elders seated around the throne of God emphasizes the intimacy and closeness that believers will share with God in heaven. It is a place of honor, where those who have faithfully served God are now rewarded with a place in His eternal kingdom. The white robes worn by the elders are a powerful symbol of purity and righteousness. In the ancient world, white garments were often associated with victory and celebration. For the elders, these robes signify that they have been cleansed and made righteous through the blood of the Lamb, Jesus Christ. The white garments also represent the holiness that is required to stand in the presence of God, a holiness that is not of their own making, but is given to them through the redemptive work of Christ. This image is a reminder to believers that, through faith in Jesus, we too can be clothed in righteousness and be made worthy to stand before God. The crowns of gold on their heads symbolize victory, authority, and the eternal reward that awaits those who are faithful to God. In the New Testament, crowns often represent the reward for a life lived in faithful service to God. These golden crowns are a sign of the honor and glory that God bestows upon those who have remained steadfast in their faith. Gold, being a precious and incorruptible metal, signifies the eternal and unchanging nature of this reward. The elders' crowns remind us of the promise that awaits all who persevere in their faith, a crown of life that will never fade away. In the broader context of Revelation, this scene emphasizes the centrality of worship in the heavenly realm. The elders, who are given such honor and authority, continually cast their crowns before the throne of God. This act of laying down their crowns is a profound gesture of humility and reverence, acknowledging that all authority, power, and glory ultimately belong to God alone. It is a reminder that, no matter how much honor we may receive, our highest calling is to worship and glorify God. This vision also serves as a source of hope and encouragement for believers. It reassures us that God is in control, that He reigns supreme over all creation, and that His kingdom is one of perfect justice, peace, and righteousness. The elders' presence around the throne reflects the fulfillment of God's promises to His people, and the assurance that we too can partake in this heavenly glory if we remain faithful to Him. As we reflect on this passage, we are invited to consider our own lives in light of this heavenly vision. Are we living in a way that reflects the purity and righteousness symbolized by the white robes? Are we striving for the eternal reward that the golden crowns represent? And most importantly, are we centering our lives around the worship of God, recognizing that all we have comes from Him and is for His glory? In a world filled with distractions and challenges, Revelation 4:4 calls us to lift our eyes to the throne of God, to be inspired by the example of the 24 elders, and to dedicate our lives to the worship and service of our Creator. It is a powerful reminder that, as believers, we are part of a divine plan that transcends time and space, and that our ultimate destiny is to be with God in His eternal kingdom, where we will worship Him forever. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed diving into Revelation chapter 4, verse 4 with me. If you found this message meaningful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with others, and subscribe for more inspiring content. See you in the next video.